Hey guys, what's up Raider Nation? My name's Jason and I'm here, and this is going to be a different video today. It's not necessarily going to be about the Raiders today, but it's a topic that I'd like to talk about and mention to people that don't see much and haven't even experienced it. So I'm going to tell all of the Raider Nation family and everything about a serious event that happened to me, and it's about concussions. Most people have never experienced concussions, so they don't know what it's like and how long it. Most people think it's gonna just heal like that, but it depends on the situation, guys. And to start off, I had a very, very bad concussion my junior year of football, and I'm gonna try and tell you guys what I remember from it, because till this day, I still have symptoms of having a concussion because it's going to take a really long time to heal. But what happened was, it was my last ever play on the football field, and that's what really stuck to me. And what happened was, I was going to make a tackle, and it was on kickoff, and I got blocked in the back, and when I was going forward, another player ran right into my head and they lowered their helmet and head-to-head contact. And that's what I remember. That's what just stopped. And my mom was telling me after the game that when I got hit, my feet came off the air, and I turned around and smacked my head off the ground twice. It bounced off. And when that happened, the reason why I don't remember was because I was out cold for 5 minutes. And a lot of people thought I was actually dead because I didn't move an inch at all. And I wasn't responding to anyone. But this event really stuck to me because when I didn't know how bad it was at first until I went to go get it checked out, and the specialist said to me that it was a really severe concussion, but it was more severe than we actually thought, and that I actually did really injure my brain. And what happened was, when I hit the ground, we have this thing called the left web right here, and apparently it snapped. And it's going to take up to 6-7 years for it to fully heal. And this really sucked because it stopped me from playing the sport that I enjoy playing every day. I just loved it. I loved the game of football and everything. But it just really sucked. I had to stay out of school for a good 2 months. And I literally forgot everything I learned up to that point, my junior year. And I had to catch up on things my senior year. And this is what also sucked for my senior year, because it stopped me from playing football. Your last ever play on the football field, most people say their last ever play was senior year. But I never got to experience my senior year of football because of my concussion. And it really sucked because I couldn't experience senior night. All those special things I could not experience. And this really opened my opinion to not take things for advantage. Because take pride in what you do, because any moment it can just be gone like that. And that's what happened to me. I had such bad symptoms. I had really bad vision. Like, my vision is totally shot now from the hit. Before, I was 20/25 with my vision, and at the hit I was 20/60 in my right and then 20/70 in my left eye. Now, this is a serious topic that I'd like to talk about because so many people don't know the effects of a concussion, especially with someone on an NFL team, because they think, oh, they're going to be fine. But really, it depends on how significant it is, because concussions are not something you want to play with. And I've had a lot of concussions playing football, but this was the most severe. I think I was close to 7 concussions, but they weren't really severe. They were just mild and like slight concussions up until this one. And it really, really sucked, guys. My coach actually wanted to help me out and say, hey, you can still be part of this team, you just gotta help with equipment. But I couldn't bring myself up to do it, because I was kind of like, why would I want to be around something and watch people play the sport that I can't play? I every time I stepped on that field, I was angry because I was taken away from the game that I was actually pretty good at and felt that I was actually going to do something with it. And it just really, really sucked. I have really short-term memory loss, and this happened my junior year, and I still have symptoms today. I have the short-term memory loss. My vision's still pretty bad, but it's getting there. It's getting better. I have slow reaction, and it's just not something that I ever want to go through, because it really, really sucked. I couldn't sleep for a good week and a half. It was almost 2 weeks. I couldn't sleep. And this really sucked because people don't know, but when you can't sleep for a certain amount of days, you start to hallucinate. And you start to see things that aren't actually there. And this is actually pretty scary, because you have no idea what's real or not, especially if it's something that you fear. And if you think that something's after you, you don't know if it's real or not. And it really sucked. I had to take sleeping pills that still did not help me fall asleep. And when I actually eventually did fall asleep, apparently I would have these nightmares that I have no idea about. And apparently I would yell in the middle of the night saying that there's spiders or something in my room. And my mom would ask me if I remember anything, and I'd have no idea. But it was just a very scary moment of my life, because I had no idea what happened, and I still have so many symptoms. I get constant headaches, and it just really sucked, and I felt like it needed to be talked about, because so many people have no idea. And it was a pretty bad moment of my life, because it stopped me from doing a lot of things my senior year, such as playing football my senior year. And that's what hurt the most out of this whole thing, was not playing my senior year, because ever since I played Pop Warner, I've always thought about playing my senior year, because I remember my cousins, my dads, my uncles telling me, oh, it's such a fun year, it's a really good experience, and I never got to experience it. But I felt like this was a good video, because there's been a lot of concussions in a lot of sports, like soccer, hockey, football, and sometimes baseball concussions can happen, and it's just a serious topic to be talked about. And I felt like I wanted to share my story with all of you guys, and mostly because all of Raider Nation is a family to me, all family, and I felt like you guys should hear my story of something that's happened to me. It took a lot to tell this story. It takes a lot to tell this story to anyone, but because you guys are part of the Raider Nation and the Raider Nation family, I felt like I should tell my story, and tell what happened to me and my background on concussions, and that they're not something to rush right into. Like, if you have a concussion, please don't do anything after it. Like, wait until you feel absolutely better, because I was told that if I had another concussion, this is what stopped me from playing. If I got another concussion, I'd be brain dead. If I took another severe hit, I'd be completely brain dead. So that's what stopped me from playing football. And I thank everyone for watching this video. And if you guys want, you can like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, any of you guys can comment on below of anything I should talk about, such as if you guys want to hear my side on the Ray Rice situation, which I probably won't really get into because it's being talked about so much. So a lot of people don't really want to hear about it. But if you guys want, you can comment down below anything you guys want, of course, and comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Go Raiders.